Welcome back to Burgundy Drip Gold Trim. If you're here for the first time, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Definitely make sure after you subscribe, you hit the notification bell. Now let's get right into this video. Back at it again. It's your boy, Royale Black, with a drip that hits and a trim that fits. We had this week, your Washington Commanders head up this week to face the Denver Broncos in Mile High Stadium, and the altitude is high, and hopefully our expectations to set a precedent week by week in this league in today's game is also as well, because we're going to need high energies and emotions for this one to bypass that altitude out there in the Rockies. We face off against the Denver Broncos week 2, of course. Dangerous. That's who we have to face, and we have to face the backfield of Williams and a former one-time Washington Redskin, Samaje Perine, back there in the backfield. We got receivers, Cortland Sutton, sorry about that, and Jerry Jeudy, and I believe their tight end is injured. But I really just want to keep this brief and concise, so I don't want to give y'all too much of a runaround. What we have to do to win this game, which I believe we do have a chance to win. Because the good news on our end, the Broncos have a couple of injuries. Frank Clark is out. I believe their safety is out, or a DB is out. So that, I guess you could say, that's good news on that as far as the pass rush, because our offensive line has not looked good whatsoever. Andrew Wiley, he kind of gave up some sacks, and Sam, he did hold on to the ball a little bit too. It was just way too long. Like, Sam, your decision making, it has to be quick. You have to be decisive. You have to be brief and concise. You have to know these blocks and the coverage. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, Sam, week by week, gradually he'll improve. Like I said in the offseason with Sam Howell, I believe in him beyond the talent. But it's gonna have to start at that line with the block protections. And he's still technically a rookie. Even though this will be his third official start, he's 2-0. And we would like to start off the season 2-0, going to Buffalo. And I will be at that game unless something crazy happens. But I plan to see you guys in Buffalo next week after this, but we'll get to that later. He's going to have to learn the block protections. And him and EB, they have to figure out something. Like EB last week, I understand he was getting comfortable with the pass game. Sam finished in the first half. I think he was 11 for 15 with 169 yards. Yeah, he had the tip interception. People keep thinking he just threw it. No, the pass was tipped. Sam is about 6'1", so maybe he'll work on that too with the trajectory of his release on certain plays like that. But I wish that EB, if you was going to go to this balance of this run pass run, however you're going to do it, because we still have to establish our identity. We still in the phase and the stages of that. Why not just roll Sam out, roll out some plays and have some bootlegs? I didn't see any of that. You'll do that with Mahomes. The line was not looking good. It wasn't enough screen, wasn't enough short pass, and it started to rain in that third quarter. It started to rain, and I was thinking he was going to at least try, but it's just Arizona figured him out, and you can't do that with a young quarterback. And we're going to play a much better defense than what we seen in Arizona. What we seen in Arizona. We seen against Arizona. So we can't afford to do that, especially when you have, a much better defense, at these positions. You can't do that with the linebacker room, you know what I'm saying, and the coordinator and stuff, because they have Sam on film now from 2 games. So it's still in the stages of the rookie phases. As far as him going through certain reads and progression, understanding the coverage and the snap count, hopefully over time, I know EB has got on these guys and be more disciplined and be more attentive to detail. But that my grade for the first week for that, EB, I was hoping that he came out firing just to instill some confidence in Sam. But something that I think shook Sam up a little bit, but he showed his toughness. He showed he had some resilience, and that's what I like. After he got that cheap shot from Kazir White, that was really uncalled for. Then they just kept on trying to come after Sam, trying to shake him up and rattle him, but he shows he has toughness. He shows he's not afraid to come back. After he throws the tip interception, we go back downfield and we throw I forgot who was it to, but it was probably like 20, 30 yards. Somebody set us up for a field goal before the half. I can't remember exactly who at the time. If you know who, please let me know in the comment section. But it shows you that he's not afraid to go back to that, and it shows you that EB has some trust in him and his teammates have some trust in him. We have to get more targets to Terry this week, and I understand why he didn't get as much like attention last week. I kind of wanted Terry to sit out, to be honest with you, because I felt like just let his toe heal like another week, and we'll come back and figure things out going into Denver. You know the install and how this is going to be ran. Logan Thomas, you dropped way too many passes. I see EB, he has an affinity for throwing to the tight end, which I actually do like with our offense and what we have around, which we can afford to do this. We can run. We can get the short pass game with AG or even with Brian Robinson. And we can get our tight ends involved. I want to see Cole Turner get way more reps this week or in the weeks like leading up to the upcoming weeks. I want to see us really use Cole Turner, utilize him in some way, form, or fashion. And maybe we can figure out how we can use both of these tight ends, which it helps us get the ball out to the outside receivers and the receivers in the slot. Because far as situational play calling, that's what I wanted to know, what we would see from AB. Like, how would he build upon like these plays, and how would he adjust and adapt to what the defense is showing? Because Denver defense is better than Arizona, and they got a veteran quarterback there. So, and they have somebody, Sean Payton, there. So Russ has won a Super Bowl. Sean Payton has won a Super Bowl over Drew Brees. Now, I'm not saying Russell Wilson is going to become Drew Brees at this point in his career. The Broncos are not known for like putting up points, and we have a pretty stout defense as well. So this could be a low scoring affair. It could go either or. I have faith and I believe that EB, this is a familiar foe for you. You have to get this together. Like, this is a familiar foe. You're very familiar with this Denver team. You should know how to draw some plays and scheme things up. We should have an advantage, at least on the offensive side of the ball, which we didn't have in our last matchup. And from my understanding, we have not beat Denver in like 22 years or something like that. I was probably like in 6th, 7th grade. I don't even know. I just read something online with that. But Chase Young will play. So this will be good for our run stop, because Javonte Williams, I'm pretty sure they have an old school style game. So they're going to really be running the ball and going to their tight ends. And, they have play on the outside too with Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton, like I said earlier. And they have safeties we have to watch out for. Kareem Jackson, Justin Simmons. And of course, how can I forget, the matchup between Terry McLaurin and Patrick Surtain Jr. That's going to be very interesting and something to watch for. I mean, Terry isn't 100%, but Terry seems like he's up for the challenge. Terry has shown last year and years prior that he can give the best of the best elite cornerbacks some go, and people still be like, "Oh, who is that?" Like, I like the little quote, like Jair Alexander. He said he knew who he was, but he didn't know who he was. Like he said, I know who Terry McLaurin is. I didn't know he can do all that, which is kind of weird because, we played in Green Bay a few years ago. Terry had a big game in Green Bay, and even in his rookie year, he had a touchdown against the Packers as well. Like, I believe in Terry's 3 games against the Packers, he scored a touchdown. I don't know if they were all on Jair Alexander. Maybe a few of them was, and one was on Stokes. I'm not sure, but I believe Terry McLaurin has elite receiver capabilities. EB, we have to build this offense around Terry McLaurin. We already know he's the focal point. I'm not saying be pass heavy. I know you got all the weapons. You want to try them out. We're going to have to really ride on the back of our running backs going into this. We're really going to have to ride the train of Brian Robinson and get Chris Rodriguez in there too. I think we should have a power heavy run game, and we can get AG on the outside in the pass game and get him to run off the corners. I don't like AG running between the tackles. That is not his game. That is not his strong suit of running between the tackles. We just know he's not going to never be a runner between the tackles, running back, no matter how much he wants to be. One minute he'd be like, oh, I know I can be a running back, even though you're still pretty much learning the position. You're still like an infant in the stages, even though this is your 4th season. I just think AB's a good football player. Like, you just have to just utilize him as like a jackknife. That's what you are in the offense, similar to Curtis Samuel. Like, Curtis Samuel will never be in a top 25 wide receiver discussion. Like, he won't even be in that, but he'll be a good like second option on your team. And like, he'll be a good jackknife, like pretty much like that. But I'm not gonna wrap y'all up that much longer. I think we can win this game. I don't think like we're gonna score a bunch of points, but I think we can beat them between 10 points and a touchdown. 23-13, 23-16. I believe we can win this game. I believe we can go in Denver and win. I really want to hold Denver to under 16 because I believe our defense is much better than what is projected and what people actually know. Like, I believe we got the best safety duo in the league. I believe that our DBs are going to play much better going into this game. I just believe in our defense. Like, Montez Sweat already showed, yeah, I'm getting that bag this year. Payne going to be back to show y'all why he got the bag. Allen is going to be back to show y'all why y'all need to stop playing with him. And outside of Aaron Donald, why he's the best, you know what I'm saying, defensive tackle. And, you know, Chase Young, you still have something to prove. Hey, but get into that comment section, man. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Definitely get into that comment section. Let me know what your prediction for this game is. Up and Mile High. And if you agree, you cool with me. And if you disagree, please do so respectfully. I'm trying to get into that YouTube algorithm. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. Burgundy, that's Burgundy with an A_GT. So it's just that simple and plain. Till next time, peace, love, and blessing. Hail to the Washington Commanders.